Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has issued his first remarks since the ceasefire came through between Israel and Iran a few days ago. In the televised address from an undisclosed location, he said that any further US attacks on Iran would be met by Iran's own strikes on US bases in the region. Now, the Ayatollah has claimed victory over the 12-day war. In his statement, he said that the Islamic Republic slapped America in the face. He also claimed that the United States didn't achieve anything in its strikes on the Iranian nuclear facilities of Fordo, Isfahan and the Natanz facility. Here's what he had to say in that address.
They attacked our nuclear facilities, which is, of course, subject to independent prosecution in international courts, but they were not able to achieve anything significant. The President of the United States made an unusual exaggeration in describing what had happened. It became clear that he needed this exaggeration.
Now, in recent days, Iran's parliament has reportedly approved a bill that would allow it to suspend its cooperation with the UN's nuclear watchdog, the International Atomic Energy Agency. In a statement, the International Atomic Energy Agency says it's aware of those reports, but it hasn't received any official communication from Iran on the matter. Now, as all of this has played out, much of Israel's public have turned their attention back to the war in Gaza. During that 12-day period between the Israel and Iran war, more than 800 Palestinians were killed in Gaza, according to local health officials. Now, Israeli officials are denying that aid has been blocked to parts of Gaza. This follows videos circulating of some men on the back of aid trucks. Some of them are armed. Israeli officials say that they're investigating how to avoid Hamas getting their hands on aid, but Hamas denies any involvement in any of the images that have been circulating. There is a devastating and acute shortage of food and other basic supplies in Gaza, which has displaced most of its 2 million people.
We've been under siege as of today for almost 20 months. War, destruction and killing. We're dying of hunger and thirst. Whoever does not die of bombardment dies of hunger and thirst. We call on the United Nations and the Western world and Donald Trump personally, as he stopped the war in Iran, to stop it in Gaza.
Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is facing increased and mounting calls both domestically and internationally. EU leaders have also just issued calls for a ceasefire in Gaza. On Wednesday alone, local officials say that 118 Palestinians were killed. And domestically, there's of course significant calls to bring the remaining hostages home for this war, which has almost now lasted 2 years.